What?
He went from that side. Let's go. Oh no, Shogun is dead.
Nah.
Damien is alive.
I mean, it's a good attempt, but...
Oh, you need to make like a
It's
batch
gonna
of
die.
10. Actually, oh no, Nagi's coming in. Yeah, let's go. What's up, boys and girls? How you all doing? We're on the second game of the series between Rachnar and Voltigeur. And it's gonna be on Darfur. And Volti is playing as Germany, Rachnar is playing as Japanese. And just like last game, you're here with Fady and Bag. Now you can tell your comments, Fed.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Hi.
and Bag. You were
I can't
saying,
remember.
Fed, Japanese? Something about Japanese?
Well, any solo Japanese, you know, or even just a native playing Japanese in team games, if they can drop their Yumi cards, that is so huge. Not only for the deck, but also just the way that you play the game. If you can get away with just Ashies and like flaming arrows or mortars, and all your APM goes into a fewer amount of units, then like Japan is such an easy civ to play. Saying that, Ragnar's actually picked a deck with Yumi stats.
I mean, you need Yumi on this map.
But doesn't the Sudanese dervish, isn't that the role of the scum?
It is,
Yes and
but
no.
you still need Yumi.
It's
Okay.
also quite short range compared to Yumi, so
Yeah.
the Dervish isn't quite a good like one-to-one substitute because it's basically always going to run forward and die and get replaced far more often.
Yeah.
So if you just hard spam Dervishes, like you might for Yumis in a composition, you're going to be crying at a certain point because it's going to be way more expensive.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, fair enough. So maybe Yumi. But my point is that it still stands that, you know, if, say on Giuana, like
No,
Japan
yeah,
is
yeah,
just-
I agree, yeah. If
Yeah,
you're on a
on a
map,
map
that's...
like-
yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
if
can
you're
drop
on
those cards.
Giannis or Orinoco and you get the Archer upgrades and you can drop the Yumi damage, it's pretty substantial because Japan's biggest problem is that their decks are very, very compacted.
Yeah,
Especially
H3.
on H3, yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard to fit everything you want in your deck.
So,
Like
he's...
H3 is so huge. If like that could be Nagita multiplier, that could be Yabusami multiplier, that could be monks. It could be another eco card. Like it's so stacked.
Japanese have a lot of good cards on H3. And talking about that, I mean, arguably, he could have dropped the Yumi range and add the Yabusami card. I mean, that would have been quite nice, I would say. But, or actually add the Explorer card, because like, considering how compact this fight gonna be, I don't see the +2 range of the Yumis being, like, that helpful. But I guess he's thinking about, like, it's Germany, he's gonna be using the Yumis to trade against Skarms and War Wagons most of the time. And also, well, deal with the Berbers and the Sudanese. So, in that way, it would make sense to do that.
Yeah, I mean the monk card. The thing is, because the monk card is when you're playing out of Nat with the monk card, it's not so. I mean, it's good. It's still good, but you got to think about what it does, and the more units that it can well, let's just say
Debuff, yeah, it is debuff.
The better it is. And you know that Germany is going to go for a heavy Wild delete. There's going to be so many more units that it can normally have in most other maps. So the monk card is actually so value having that -10% across all of those units, you know. And it even affects heavy cannons, which is like, I mean, not that you're going to be in heavy cannon range. But,
yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like if you can push close, you know, it's useful.
So, other thing
So
that
what are you
is...
guys' thoughts on
Mhm.
double dojo versus single dojo
Ah.
versus none?
Well,
Depends whether you want to
Dojo is
smash your
very good,
opponent in
actually.
less than 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
on GUANA, there's an argument that you don't need the second dojo because the game is not going to be long enough to even use it.
Yeah, to notice it even.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it just depends whether it's like, am I going to smash my opponent instantly or am I not? That's the question you have to ask yourself if you're going to take the second dojo.
Gotcha.
I think.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can
So if
argue
you're
about that
expecting
on
a
the same map.
protracted game, then you want the second dojo. But if you're expecting a quick stomp, there's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't see a scenario where, I mean, maybe there's some weird matchups where you want another Raise 3 card, it's more valuable than a dojo, but in general, 2 dojos is just so goddamn good for...
Yeah, it is
Japan.
very good.
Why you
Like, you
bullying
can
me?
definitely feel the value that it gives to you. Like, for such
that-
matchup, you would arguably put both dojos on Yabusame, so you'll just suicide them into artillery. Because, like, you can't really make that many that many Nagis against the Berbers and also war wagons that Germany gonna have, probably with that Wild Elite as well. So probably Yabusame as a range unit would be a better choice as a spammable unit, considering he doesn't have the textile meal as well.
It does suck when you're playing Japan and the Nagita card is, like, not top tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
on
there's some
such
matchups
map,
where you're
you
like,
shouldn't.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, this shipment is insane, but then there's other matchups, like against Sweden or, like, Germany Nats, where it's like, ah, God, I wish they had another option
Yeah.
for a military card.
I mean, arguably you can go with the samurai, but that's not the best.
Sure about that.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe on a
it's,
split. I
yeah.
don't know. But,
Now, samurai is like very situational because you also need cards for them, so it's not
Yeah.
really
they're
good.
like doubles, aren't they? They're literally like, the devs decided, if you want to use these units, effectively, you have to have 1 billion cards for them.
Yeah, you
This
need
is so
like
annoying.
there's 1 H2, 1 H3, and actually no, 2 H3. Yeah, and also one
That's
card
actually the-
makes them expensive also.
That's like one thing that I would change about this game is the melee infantry buffs. Because almost every melee infantry, I'm talking heavy infantry, not shock infantry.
Yeah.
So take Skull Knights or take Macemen or take Doppels or Samurai. Like, how often do you see these units in Treaty? Like, almost never. Like, they're so situational and niche case use
I mean,
cases.
it used to be
It's
more.
annoying.
It used to be
Like,
more,
everything...
but like over time, how everything adapt to range, you just don't see them often anymore. That's why.
Just range is just so efficient. It makes meleeing like really hard in Treaty anyway. Obviously, Supremacy is different, but
Milling is hard because of the pathing. Like, even in Supremacy, milling isn't easy.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Promoto
getting a
better
good
than
surround,
Samurai, definitely.
even in Supremacy, getting a good surround and actually taking advantage of your melee is very difficult. It's much easier to micro back and just keep at range and poke someone than it is to orchestrate like a perfect surround and crush their army.
Oh, I wonder what the game would look like if Skirmishers just got a global
What?
nerf to their multipliers against heavy infantry.
Oh no.
I
Nah,
wonder what the
nah.
game would be like.
Nah, that would be too broken. That would be too broken.
That
they
would
do-
make it so
skirmishers do
muskets
so
are
much
basically the
damage.
only ranged unit worth using in my
Yeah.
mind. Like, why would you build skirmishers if they take forever to kill a musket?
Yeah.
You would just make muskets, and you'd have a better meat shield, better base for your army, and it'd basically be uncounterable by anything except cannons.
I'm
Do
surprised
you not find it cringe how... Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Volty haven't taken the Berber post yet.
Oh, we haven't even talked about like their decks or anything. Well, Volti's just standard. So
Yeah,
not much to
Volti's
talk about
just it's just standard lame Germany. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
the standard Circle Army deck.
yeah.
The only variations we've seen in this in the tournament is people swapping around some of the Age 4 cards, like the Ulan card in Age 4 getting substituted out here and there, or people
To be
putting
honest,
in
like considering
places.
this map, Ulan combat wouldn't be like that useful.
I think in general, if you go Prince Electors, Ulan combat
Yeah,
is
it's
less useful.
questionable, yeah. Like cap speed, it's way more valuable. Like, have you seen
Especially with the Totem Comp, which
yeah,
are
oh
already very
god, it's
fast.
so disgusting with them.
You turn the Totem Comp into a race car.
Yeah, they're just so fast. And also, like, on top of that, the Berber camels are so disgusting in terms of a unit. So having extra
Yep.
movement speed on them is
That's
quite
true. That's
disgusting.
actually a valid point. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm never
my
a
preferred
fan.
variation of this deck is swapping the Ulan card for the Cav speed if you're taking Prince Electors. If you're not taking Prince Electors, then yeah, you should keep the Ulan card, because obviously your primary melee Cav will be the Ulan.
Ever since I watched, what game was it where someone was using doppels a lot? It was on this map. Was it Volti versus?
Wait, this map?
No, it was Nick. It was Nick versus. Who was using doppels really well?
Wait, on this map?
Yeah, it was Nick versus Spain, but I can't remember who his opponent was.
I don't know.
Anyway, like the doppels look really good for Germany in a 1v1, just in terms of controlling the map. They're hard to kill. So yeah, I think there's definitely an argument to dropping the Ulan combat and even the skirm HP for like Age 4 doppel and cav speed. Because I don't know, Bag, you were casting that game, weren't you? Where Nick was Germany and someone was Spain, and the doppels were like really hard to kill. I think it was against
Yeah.
Ragnar's Russia.
But he didn't take the H4 Doppel card. He was just using baseline Doppels. He didn't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
have H3 Doppel card in.
yeah.
I think the H4 Doppel card is kind of a question mark in my mind because of the massive speed reduction.
Yeah, that speed debuff
Oh,
is
that's
a
true.
lot.
That's true. Yeah.
It basically means that you can only use them defensively, like you might a musket for protecting artillery. You really can't use them aggressively anymore because they're just way too slow to get into melee range.
Yeah.
How good would doppels be against Ashy? Like, what's Ashy's hand attack?
No. You don't want to do
Ashy
that.
still have the hand resist too,
Yeah.
so I don't think they're that great in that scenario. Kind of the place that I feel doppels have the best benefit is against other melee compositions like Spain's Rod Lancer, where they kind of nuke Rodoleros in melee,
And Lancers
and
at the same time.
and they do pretty well against Lancers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So against
I don't-
heavy melee comps like that, they're good. I also think they're quite good against running civs. Like if you're just trying to siege down a barracks or something,
That's
you
my
make
point.
a couple of
That-
doppels, you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
shred most things in small
That's
groups.
that's what I was getting at. Like, I'm not talking about using them in your main army where like most of the pop is. I'm talking about controlling the map and using small packs of them around the just to stop either runs or just to siege buildings or that sort of thing, because I don't know, it just looked really good in the game with Nick against Ragnar.
It was versus
Yeah, I'd
Russia,
agree
isn't
with
it?
that. I
was against
definitely
Russia,
think they're quite good. In particular, like Russia's infantry and cavalry is pretty weak in small packs, so doppels are even stronger against them in their splits.
Because I was just thinking, like, in this matchup here with Japan, like, I can totally see Ragnar making a castle on the outsides of the maps with like barracks, with Ashies protecting mortars that are doing these sneaky little, sieging, sideways and stuff like that. So I was thinking, like, how does Germany counter that? And I feel like doppels would be a really good choice of unit.
Yeah, it would be, definitely.
Because, like, what else are you going to use as Germany? You don't have a Musk. Actually, yeah, you do have a Musk. What am I talking about? You have the bronze.
Yeah,
You
you
have
have
the Prince
those.
Elector.
The thing is, you don't usually want to be making the Black Brunswicker elsewhere because you are unit count limited, and also you're limited on the number uh, of native embassies you can have, and so they're
That's true.
almost
Yeah,
always going
yeah,
to be with
yeah,
your main army.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's where the Doppel does come in very, very handy in dealing with runs,
That's
because
what I'm
in
saying. Yeah.
like a couple Doppels, couple Ulans in a
Yeah.
split scenario is actually quite a high damage composition
It's
and
hard
does
to
very
kill.
well against most small unit comps that you can put together. Muskets
And like
and the like.
Yumi suck versus heavy infantry as well.
They
Like their
do,
HP
They
yeah.
is
don't
not
go
great.
near
Like their
fast
damage
enough.
multipliers aren't great. Like they're not going to stop Doppels unless you got a
No,
lot of
not
them.
really, yeah. I mean, they will, but not as good as skirmishers.
Only
Right.
in a higher mass. So
There you go, Sensei. But yeah, to be honest, like, considering this map being, like, this close, like, the building radius is, like, up to here, and considering there's Japanese with the mortars, with the range card, you can easily try to deny the Nats ASAP if you apply pressure hard enough. So you can actually deny both of them. Wait, no. This one is easier to deny. The Sudanese would be harder. I guess you need to be exactly on the walls to be able to deny that, but the Berber is very easy to deny. Especially even from the trade post. Like, even from here, you can deny
Yeah,
the
it is
Nats.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, considering that, I believe Rachnar should be potentially trying to do that, because obviously you don't want Germany to get the tempo, get the circle army out, get their cards, and then after that just roll you over. Like, the faster you end this as Japanese versus Germany, the better life you will have.
Yeah, well, he needs to yeah use his strengths, which is the mortar range, and to balance the numbers, you know, to make his army closer to Germany's. Because I'm pretty sure even though Japan obviously has less vills than
Yeah.
Germany, I'm pretty sure Japan's still going to have less of a big of an army in terms of numbers
I mean,
as Germany on a vill delete.
start army would be... Wait, actually, will the start army be bigger? No, actually, it's not. Because, like, considering the fact that you can easily send 17 Habsburg on the start, and you can go even lamer and send the 13 muskets also on top of that, and the will delete that you will have, there is... To be honest, it's very hard to see Japanese win the start fight against Germany with all these.
No.
It does matter. They start inside the walls always. Doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Kitty. So, like, your best hope is to go very heavy on the mortars as Japanese. Like, spam the mortars, like 5 here, 5 here. Destroy everything ASAP. Like, arguably you want to deny the military buildings, so that would slow down the unit production. So you can have the potential to push in. So if you get to a point where you can push into here and push the enemy up to here, then you can deny both natives, then you will be on the advantage.
I also tend to think of Japan as a momentum civilization. Um, they're not as time limited as some, like say Inca, who are a strong momentum civilization and very time limited, but they still need to get a successful push off in the early stages of the game so that they can have their opponent under pressure and be able to play the game they want to play. Japan does not want to be on the back foot ever.
No, never. You never want to be playing passively as Japanese. Like, once you do that, you will lose your game.
Yep.
Like, you have to play it as aggressive as possible, because if you lose your momentum, as you said, then you're technically dead. It's the same as Inca. Like, you push so hard. Like, Inca's push is harder than Japanese because of the start army, but yeah, the eco just dies in like 5 to 10 minute maximum, and then after that it's like GG. If you win without that time limit, then you win. If not, then you're just dead. Which now most of the civs can easily deny Inca, which is sad.
That Arsenal was hilarious for Volti.
Yeah, I guess you just want to get the upgrade and delete it.
Maybe he thinks he's
come
playing
get me.
Italy again, like he did the other day on this map.
yeah, got buffed.
Italy is actually very good in a map that you can have the setup. Like, if you have your setup, Italy is quite decent. Because, like,
Malta's still terrible.
Yeah, Malta is still terrible. Malta is good, actually, in a map like Savannah, because you get that training speed, which helps quite a lot. And you're, like, forced to play in a choke, which is, like, Malta's dream. But so far, I haven't seen Malta being played by anyone on Savannah. I would have played it if I was versus anyone.
I think V did, but he lost that game with Malta.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who did he play against?
Cartel, if I remember right.
Wait,
It's been so many games, so don't hold me to that.
What was the matchup?
But I believe that was.
Yeah, Kitty is confirming that as well.
Yeah, it was Malta on Savannah against Japan.
Oh, well, I mean, that's obvious. It's Japanese.
I wasn't that thrilled with the choice of build that he went for. He basically went pure fire thrower with the rocket card.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing
Well,
else,
yeah.
and the fire throwers did not seem like they were doing a whole lot that game.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Like, the build that I say with Malta, you have to use Cazadors, not fire throwers. In fact, you shouldn't use any Maltese unit other than the Hospitallers. That's it. Like, you make...
That's the crazy thing with Malta is it's
like,
here's the civ. You're not going to use any of the units.
Yeah, other than
cards.
What?
Is it Malta's cards add HP to all of Maltese?
Yeah, only Maltese units, yeah.
But their units are so bad that it's not worth using them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, wake up, devs, dude.
I mean, the only units that are good on them are the artilleries, fixed gun, and hospitallers. Everything else sucks.
Yep.
Hospitallers are probably one of the best melee units inside the game. I would say actually the best melee unit. X-Build, Pipe, Malta. Nah, I've played it so much. I've played every variation of Malta. I can easily tell the Cazador Lancer or Cazador Gendarme is the best combination. Like, they are actually playable. But again, against a civ like Japanese or Port, like, as soon as you get to a point where your forts are denied, you're just dead. Or if you get to a point where your opponent is running against you, you're dead.
Yep.
Yo, look how much more gold Japan has just because these Berber bills. Than normal.
Yeah, the Berber villagers on this map are seriously underrated impact. Like, the amount of extra wood or coin, depending on what you task them to, like if you just send them on to spare mines on the map.
I have a strong feeling Berber vills gather faster than regular vills. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, look how faster their animation is. So I assume they gather faster as well.
Yeah, but the number would be different, right? Like, you can see 1.38.
I don't know. I have to give that a test actually. Because like you see the animation, like the animation is usually what they are gathering. So I don't know. I have to give it a try. I have to test it out.
Pulsefire Chris in chat is asking, is it worth it for Germany to go for a box trying to get the shogunate? On this particular
on
map,
this
I would
map, no.
say no.
No.
On other maps,
yeah,
possibly.
definitely. Because Japanese is on an overpop, so they can't will delete really unless they kill like massively or kill some of their army. So there's gonna be a response time, a reaction time. So definitely you will have that time to get inside the eco and well, get something at least. Unless they're prepared for it, then yeah, that's gonna be a different story. Wait.
On this particular map, it's just not ideal because of how close both bases spawn to each other.
Yeah.
If you go for a run like that right at the start,
You're
your
gonna
opponent's
lose.
literally just gonna walk into your base.
Yeah. Like this is up to here, Germany is up to here. Like it's literally facing each other. So yeah, exactly. As backside, if you do that, you're just gonna send yourself to your own doom. Volti is only actually using 2 mills, which is actually very nice.
Especially on this map, because of the 2 natives, it can be very hard to lay out a base in a good way, especially a large base like the German base.
Yeah, like German
so
base.
So using only 2 mills is kind of ideal here, just from the space. Yeah,
it's a very good move, definitely. Like he's using 2 wills on hunts as well. There's like 1 more hunt here, which I doubt he's gonna use that. And he's gathering. Go on.
Surely getting immigrants is way more effective at base saving than...
It is, but... Oh god. Well, Volti did it, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's good because he's missing 10 house, and that is 200 XP, and 200 XP for Germany is a lot.
Oh, he actually did use immigrants.
Yeah, he did use immigrants.
The other thing that I kind of dislike of doing immigrants and not building at least some extra houses is you're still in the same position where if they fire on one of your houses, you're immediately
yeah, you will drop pop. Yeah.
So I feel like if you get immigrants, specifically for space saving, you still need to make like 5 houses over 10 or so. So you have some buffer here. Otherwise, you're kind of decreasing the advantage of immigrants as well, which is that you have some protection if you get mortared on your houses.
Yeah.
Really surprised how scared he's being, though.
What the hell is this base setup? That's like, 2 defense. What I've noticed, we always have holes on his walls. Sorry, Volti, yeah. Like, legit, if Rachnar see this... Let's see.
There's so many holes you could slip.
Actually, Volti barely scouted Ragnar's base, and he can't anymore because it's already walled. But yeah, Rachnar knows the position of the factory. He see these holes. I'm not sure if he's gonna see the other one, but actually, considering the fact that he got like decent amount of units already, I doubt he's gonna do it. But he could potentially do just a standard samurai start, get into his eco and get the factories.
Yeah, like, I feel like this is too many walls.
It is.
I know, like I don't normally say, you know, judge these guys that much, but the walls on the right side, like the right side of the Sudanese trade post for Volti.
Oh shit! I just saw this. What?
There should be buildings there, not fucking.
Yeah, I feel like that's too many actually.
Yeah, especially
like that's too much.
Something we've seen quite a few players do with this map specifically,
get this
because
position.
Kind of the forced heads up, is that on those flank sides, they pre-build a couple more towers as well, which helps in defending against potential splits, because really that kind of side there, that left-hand side or right-hand side, sorry, is
Yeah.
about the only spot that you can actually kind of set up a split position. It's very hard to set up a successful split on the left-hand side because of the trade route and the trees and the like. It's very easy to defensively wall or base that right after 40, and then it's basically impossible to get anything down there.
Ja, hallo?
Um,
Zimmermann.
but the right-hand side is much easier to attack from.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
we've oftentimes seen people pre-build a couple of towers on that side specifically so that it just denies the ability to kind of like walk a ville up and immediately start building next to your base.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree completely. Like, actually, this spot is quite vulnerable, I would say. Like, there's
Yeah.
only 2 stable, even. Like, the factory is also rather close. So, if potentially gets to a point that Rachel, like, go here with the daimyo and the shogun, make 10 mortars, micro on the walls, and then
He's
just...
gonna be in
Yeah, he's gonna be
second.
in, so that's gonna be Volti somewhat panicking to delete few plantations, build like barracks or artillery foundries, because it doesn't have a single barracks. How are you gonna stop ashes and mortars coming into your eco?
I mean, he still might do it on the Ville delete. He might
The wall
delete those
setup here
plantations.
too with the holes.
Yeah.
You actually only need to kill 3 walls, and you can start slipping units through. Need to
No
kill that
point going
one in
into the
between
base.
duty
I mean, it
means.
still matter. There are 2 factories. It doesn't matter if you are on build delete if your eco is good. You get 2 factories.
Factories are also a big part of why you can sustain a fill delete, because you can use them to kind of buff up your macro.
Yeah.
So if you're falling behind on a particular resource before you revill, you switch your factories over and it gives you an extra buffer time.
Yeah.
Losing them is going to force you to have to rebuild sooner, which potentially can swing this back into the favor of Japan as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, as we can see, the base setup is very defensive on Volti. And he did go with the super standard House of Hanover with the Prince Elector. They get a rather good setup here in terms of the defense. Wait, where is the other tower? I see 3 towers, 6 towers only. I guess he's keeping 1 to build on here with the
There was
wagons.
one way on the side, on the
Oh wait, no.
left-hand side.
Oh yeah, it's here. Okay, never mind. I didn't see this. So yeah, this is also a good spot. It will get the control and vision over here, and also somewhat protects your native. But well, as I've said, since this is like against Japanese, he can just deny the natives very easily.
It's wild to me how Ragnar's skipping the XP tech from the consulate.
Well, he can't because he doesn't have a good faith agreement, and he got the livestock pan to get the goats. So if he gets
and
that,
one-on-one, you just don't have the export for it.
Yeah. Unless you
it
send
will
good
screw
faith
you over.
agreement.
He's
Yeah.
got, but he's got 6.5. Well, he's got 3 minutes to get 700 export. Is that not possible? On 10%.
You'd have to do
Nah,
10%.
that
You
would
may
be...
be wanting to bank the eco instead, to be totally honest. And when you
Uh.
already get a trade route, I don't know if the additional XP is worth giving up the additional
That's one
income.
shipment. That's
He
like
has no
one
Ashy
shipment.
cards though. He hasn't sent a single Ashy card, and he's starting Ashes.
Oh. I believe he will be able to get 1 Ashy card, which probably would be the close combat. Like, that's the best card he can go for, but even as if you ask if he goes on 10%, no, even if he goes on 10%, he can't get it now. If he wanted, he should have done earlier. But
Okay.
yeah,
Alright.
now it's late. How much range Japanese explorer got on the grenade attack?
It's like
16
half of
range.
a musket.
Yeah, no, 16 range.
Really? 16?
Yeah.
What the? I thought it was way lower than that. The fuck? Oh, it is.
No, it is 16, yeah.
I feel like they're always really close. Nah, that's not right.
No, it is correct, because usually you just walk to the trade post by default, like by habit, and then click on it. But yeah, it's a grenade technically. It's just like Hamburachis or grenadiers with grenade launcher. So it is 16. Wait,
So he could
Hamburachis or
siege this.
16?
He could siege the Berber.
Yeah, actually, considering the fact that there's not a proper wall. Actually, if there was a wall, wait, let me double check. Yeah, if there was a wall, even complete wall, he still could snipe it with the explorers. He can actually do that, but also he can deny it with a mortar. But well, killing it with the explorer is way easier, obviously, because you just need like 2 clicks and that's it. Is he on a half map? He is on half map, yeah. Okay, go on.
I'm genuinely worried about Volti here. I know Germany is really OP, but unless he deletes like all these plantations, the 1, 2, 3, 4 at the front and towards the cliff.
Yeah, I'm really worried about this section. Like, this section is very vulnerable.
He's only got 3. I mean, does he not? He must know that these mortars just could deny these buildings within like
seconds.
Yeah, like 15 seconds if they get in range.
Wait, how many mortars
like
you
the
got?
3 racks are gone.
His foundries are very far back in this base layout too. Like,
oh shit,
right
I just saw that.
His foundries are like way in the back.
Yeah.
Wait, is he starting heavies?
No, he didn't. He started horseard.
What's that?
Yeah.
Wait, no way. He started. Is he mad enough to start 10 Hus versus Japan? Like,
oh, what, the token off?
He can see he got the Abusami and Ashi. Why would you make Hus? Is he like trying to like kill Vils or something here with that? That's the only reason I see. I don't see any other reason to do that. Yeah, I guess he's planning to do that.
Yeah, if you expect a split or something from Rachnar trying to send Vils off to the side.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
What do you do? And also, they can kill the wagons.
Yeah, they can kill the wagons. Yeah, that makes sense to do that.
Yeah, the builder wagons.
I hope he doesn't do it by mistake to send it here. Go on.
Do you just put them all on the between the cliffs?
I do think you use a good portion of them to the side. I might even try to slip some down the left-hand side and see if I could maybe get a cheeky building in there.
My god, it would be annoying if Japan just set up castles, like, real quick.
Yeah. Extensive fort.
I mean, they only have 5 castles, which kind of sucks. Like, he could use 3 castles on the side, but still.
Volti is going very heavy on wood. He sees his wood is, like, very low. Because he wants to Vil delete, he wants to, like, kill those Vils. And, yeah, there goes the Habsburgs. It's gonna be additional pop. Let's see how many Vils he delete. Like, he should do a full Vil delete. Wait, that's all?
Yeah.
But that's all?
No way, he's reinforcing that right-hand side, too. With a couple extra walls. That's kind of odd.
What? Wait, he didn't make a single skirm versus Japanese? No way.
Volti with them strats.
Actually, okay, this is not enough Vil delete. Oh shit, he deleted his church as well. Did he get all the text? I guess he did. Okay. Anyways, 21 seconds to the fight. Not much scouting by Volti. Rachel has scouted pretty much. He sees that the Nat is snipeable. And he knows there are like decent amount of walls here. And decent amount of walls there. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The fight is going on. Oh, this is very nice that Rachel put the rods there. The Husks are going in. They're gonna deny one barracks. Oh god. Okay. Back to the middle. Ah, oh, you see how easy was that to deny the Nats? Look at that. Oh god. Few seconds in the fight and the Nats is denied. Oh god. These lancers are idle. Both sides are both
the mortars on the side already kind of sieging that weak spot in the base.
Yeah, they siege like one layer already. But okay, this is quite good for Rachnar because Volti is like fully investing in the corner to with the overpop to defend the side. That means more pop are available in the middle for Rachnar. Okay, the Nat
yeah, but those line infantry.
Again. Yeah. Oh god, Rachnar are gonna constantly deny that Nat. Like he already got a castle there, and he got like 2 mortar in the corner. It's like slightly on their
when
pop.
you've got the long-range mortars and bases are this close, you'd be kind of crazy not to constantly deny that.
Yeah, exactly. There is no reason not to. He's not fully popped. I'm not sure why.
Volti, unless he kills 20 builders, unless Ragnar killed 20 builders, I think Volti might have needed a little bit more.
I believe he lost it during the base building. Actually, not all, few of them, but
quite a few.
Yeah, he killed few more. I guess he killed like 15 more.
A lot.
I don't think it was 20. Yeah, I think he may have deleted down a couple, but he did lose probably around 5-10 on the right-hand side.
Yeah. Does Ragnar have the... Where's his church? Yeah, he does have the training school. I feel his Ashies are not training fast enough. But he's also like somewhat underpopped. I'm not sure why. Like Volti is on full pop all the time, but Rachnar is not.
I mean, Volti's actually pressuring FB, which I didn't think was going to happen this
That's
early.
Denied again. Oh god, no. Well, it's good that he got like barracks on that side as well.
Ah, the Doppel versus Ashies, let's go.
Oh god.
Okay, Ashies. I mean,
you don't want to do that.
It's like 10 Ashies, but...
I mean, Ashy have 20 melee resist. There is no way you can trade good against that.
Okay, yeah, Ashy just wins, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They have such high attack.
Rachnar should just deny these mortars because they are putting a lot of pressure on him. And
but this all Ashy lineup against these skirms is hard to watch, dude.
Yeah. To be fair,
bleeding resources.
He can use more Nagi. I'm not sure why he's not. Oh, he doesn't have flank stable, really.
Yeah, and the Nagis would do quite a bit of work here.
Yeah,
we're seeing
they're like
low numbers of war.
Yeah, not many anti-cav. Yeah, so definitely can use Nagi more often. I guess now he's in a point. Go on.
Can you see how like he's using doppels but without any cards, man? Like
they're weak, but it's like situational to just stop something.
It
But
doesn't seem that situational on this map. It feels like they're always being used on the outsides to clear
I
it
mean, in a 1v1 you have to use them. You have to upgrade them because you will eventually need them.
Oh my god, a really nice Nagi.
Yeah, finally, about time.
Yeah,
oh my god, they've
coming in
killed
with
everything.
the
They've
burpers.
wiped everything.
Yeah, that wiped the skirmishers. Gave a ton of pressure in the middle.
Okay,
Ragnar
Got
really
a
needed
boatload
that.
of war wagons now too, which honestly they're very tanky, but they're kind of suboptimal here, especially with the dervishes in the mix and the Yabusames. They're basically just providing a big meat shield.
yeah. Okay, back to the middle. The Nats is being constantly denied by Ragnar.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job
Yeah, like
doing that. I mean, he's got more mortars coming out as well. Like, he's overmade
As
mortars.
soon as the mortars get killed, he just makes a couple more.
oh god, like the fact that you get 10 Berber camels with Japanese on this map, it's insane. Like this unit is so broken.
It's a very good unit, but I'm concerned about Ragnar's wood right now. I mean, I
Oh
guess
god.
the Berber camels don't require wood, but still.
Does he have the Berber
dervishes
bills?
do,
Yeah, he
though.
does have the Berber bills. He just switched the shrines to wood, so he should be fine. He should be more than fine. The fact that Volti still use Ulan, it's insane.
I mean, it's habit, right? Like,
Yeah, it is habit, and also there's like the flank stables and stuff that you will click. Oh god, these will eat war wagons. Look at that. No, oh god, why are you pulling back? I guess he's invested
Yeah,
here.
if camel riders get on top of them in melee, those war wagons are dead.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let me eat
Bonus
you.
multipliers are crazy.
The fact that this unit is a light cap that kills all cavalry, it's insane.
Yo, I did not know that.
Oh god,
I
fair.
played Hauser for so long, and I didn't know that
You
they counter
didn't
all
know
cav.
they're light cav and counter all
I
cav?
thought it was just heavy. I didn't realize it was all
No,
cav.
it's
oh
all
my
cav.
god, what a broken
Yeah,
unit.
they're a very broken unit.
Yeah.
What the? Why do they do this? Why do they like break the normal way that
I mean,
the game
it-
works?
Still, they get countered by scarms, which is
True.
their main counter.
True. But against Musk Sips, oh my god, holy shit, are they good?
Yeah, they are.
To be honest, I feel like it is a bit annoying as an old school
Look at
player
that.
too, because
Look
I
at
look
that.
at some of these new units, and when I see a dude with a sword charging at me on a camel, I think, oh, that's heavy cab.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
That cab's gonna wallop
Yeah,
my
yeah. Oh shit, what the hell? Ragnar's just going straight
Oh.
to the eco. What the fuck?
He went from that side. Let's go. Oh no, Shogun is dead.
Nah.
Daimyo is alive.
I mean, it's a good
Okay.
attempt, but
Oh, you need to make like a
It's gonna
batch of
die.
10. Actually, oh no, Nagi's coming in. Yeah, let's go. Nah, he
settler
can't
over
get-
pop.
Okay.
If you can kill one settler wagon, that's a win. 2, 1, 2. The settler
3.
wagon over pop is gone.
Yeah,
Volti.
overpop is gone.
Yep, there's 3.
That's worth
That's
it, I
a
think.
lot of pop here, actually. That's amazing for Rachel.
Yeah, that's really well timed by him.
I mean, considering Volti
It
have
also-
12k wood, that's somewhat good also for Rachel, because he's like,
Yep.
where does
This
Nagi's
is also a game where Rachel is playing much more to his usual style.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
seeing the pressure on the left and the right-hand sides constantly denying the native, constantly sieging those weaker spots in the walls, trying to put that extra pressure on. This is much more the style I expect out of Rachnar in terms of playing the map, playing multiple positions, making his opponents sweat and focus their attention elsewhere while he gets a gain somewhere else.
Okay, so
Yeah, he's good at
Germany
his timings.
Yeah, Germany is getting to the point where he's dropping below 200k, and that's the point where you should be careful as Germany, because Japan have the sustain of double dojo, and that might hurt you in the long run.
It might hurt, but at the same time, Germany still has heavy cannons,
Yeah, he does.
which is hard to deal with.
Oh god, bag is cutting off.
Are you lagging? You're really lagging, dude.
Bag have turned into an AI.
Bag, you're really, really laggy. You're like robot mode.
Yeah. Maybe disconnect, reconnect, that would fix it. Oh god. That's very bad actually. Okay. It's a good move by Rachel. He's constantly applying pressure. He did notice that his food is dropping. Now switching 2 patties. Ooh, he did try to run there. Fed, are you here?
Yeah. I'm here.
Okay, I thought you also disconnect.
No.
Okay. Right, Bag is using 1 drummer in the corner. There's not a single drummer in the middle. Oh no! Mounted infantry are walking in. They're gonna die. This is something you don't want to do. Like, you don't want to send this unit forward to die. Like, that's a waste of shipment. This unit is a unit that you should keep at the back. And
Alright, hopefully I'm back now.
yeah, now it's
Yeah,
good.
it's good.
Now
Fixed.
it's good. Yeah.
Rejoice.
Yeah, had to rejoin here. Don't know what happened with my internet there, but that's the joy of living in the middle of nowhere, is that sometimes an errant squirrel or bear seems to just eat the cable.
Bear. Oh my god.
I don't think you're familiar with the portion of Michigan that I'm in.
No. Are they black
Hyde
bears?
calls it the most like backwoods portion, and I actually completely agree with him.
Are they black bears or are they grizzly?
Mostly black bears, I believe.
Actually, those could be really aggressive as well, can't they? If you're near cubs.
Especially first thing after winter hibernation, they tend to be quite hungry and
Oh yeah, really grouchy.
desperate for
Yeah.
food. And when they start showing up in neighborhoods, you need to be very, very concerned about that time of year, because they aren't showing up there just to be cuddly and cute.
Rachel's showing signs of a
Oh god.
a diminishing economy, because whenever a Japanese player sends Hatamotos, you know that they're in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, he's fine as of now. He needs to probably switch 1 more patty to food. Probably considering the fact that he doesn't have textile meal, he should be chopping wood, because his gather rate on wood is better than coin, so keeping bills on wood chopping would be more efficient than keeping them on coin.
I think he's setting up because he's got his. Oh no, he's changed it. But I think he's setting up for this. You see by the cliff, he's got a castle.
Yeah.
Stables.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna try and make something happen there. I don't think he's gonna invest too much into mid, because he doesn't have a rack, so I don't really know unless he moves his heroes to the side. We've got to see if he does that or not.
And
But
meanwhile, Germany is on 20k coin, 20k food, almost hitting that borderline. He did notice the factories and switch them to coin, so the wood is also dropping, which is not good, because that means you have to switch the factories to wood and also make more bills. Then that means you're gonna lose your tempo as the overcome. Japan
has
builds
done a
better
good
on
job
wood if the... Yeah, exactly, Kitty.
Actually, just as I say that, he loses one of the trade routes. I was going to say he's done a good job keeping
it.
2 of the 3 trade route posts, but then he loses it immediately, so...
Volti is doing a good job in terms of raiding, actually. Like, I'm not sure Rachel is not noticing the fact that these vills are going outside and Volti have 2 Uhlans on them, killing them
that's
slowly.
really well spotted by him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not looking good for Ragnar. He's 140 pop, 1k food.
Yeah, the food
He's
is
lost.
struggling.
He's gone.
He's lost a dojo, lost a native posts. He's moved his heroes over to the corner, so he's obviously going to go for a last-ditch effort into the base.
Yeah.
He knows mid is gone. And,
Oh no. Oh no, that's a suicide.
Wait.
Can he get in? I mean, he
just
did
right-clicking him
switch. The time
Wait.
you're gonna die.
Running.
Shogun is alive.
Hey, do you go on speed stance?
He could
there's not
have, but
much-
he didn't. I mean, he can kill the settler wagons.
Oh, the Berbers are after them. Nagi. Blocking pathing. He's got 2 Nagi shipments. He's got another one coming in.
Nah, he's gonna die.
He's got the clubman.
He should have kept running. He should have kept running. He
Uh,
stopped too early.
It's over. Surely this is GG.
I mean,
He's still got some res, but he's really
he
under
got
pop.
res, but at the same time, Germany was dropping, and there goes their GG. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
this map with Germany, like, I don't think we have seen a single Germany losing on this map yet.
Yeah, it's busted. This is the reason why, like, these maps aren't played in standard treaty lobbies, like Duffer and what's the other one with the choke?
Savannah, Siwa, Oasis.
Yeah, there's just too much economy from the trade posts. It's just it just favors some civs like super
lot.
hard,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a trade route on top of that. Like, it's
Yeah, like
perfect for
Germany, like this is like ideal because you get you get 2 natives, each gives you 0.35, so that's 0.7 XP per second, and you get the TP as well. So yeah, that's what Germany needs. They need cards that just fix the point where Germany should be weak, which is cards. But
Yeah.
yeah.
See, I don't actually. I really believe in not having trade posts, buildable at the start of the game.
No,
Not
it's
treaty maps.
fine. It's fine, but it's just the fact that you see, if Germany didn't have this card, this would have been somewhat different because, like,
Oh,
you're
Cyclone,
yeah, because you're constantly having extra overpop. Like, how are you supposed to deal with that? Like, even this card, even the Habsburg is a lot, like 17 units.
It's kind of weird how
Pop
it's an
hero
H3
pop.
card
Yeah.
as well. Like, look at the units that you get. You get 13 musks. You get 5 gendarmes.
That 13 Musk is actually with the big build limit, so you can get a maximum of 30 of them.
Yep.
So you can send that
really-
twice, so you can have technically 30 of musketeers sitting back there doing nothing. You can have... where's the other one? Where's
See,
the...
I don't know about
mounted
supremacy
trooper?
balance, but, like, this should be an Age 4 card and, like, double the res it costs. Or just delete it from the game. I mean, a better thing would be to just delete this fucking thing and just leave the line infantry.
The fact that... I mean, the problem is the card gives too much. Like, even line infantry is a lot. Like, 8
Yeah,
of
line
them...
infantry, 17
Like-
is a lot. Like,
8 of them, and then did you see the build limit? Where do you see them? Is there any left? No.
Well, I think it's also the sheer combination of Circle Army with Prince Electors and the
With the
Habsburgs.
Habsburg, yeah.
It's
and heavy cannon.
like you need to take
like,
one of these things out because the
Yeah.
combination of all of them is
Yeah,
just
it's
kind of
too
nuts.
much. Yeah. Like, I have the time where Harry was playing Treaty, like, quite often, and I remember there was a game he played on Mexico, and that was like prime Mexico with fat wood trade, and I was on Germany, and he got smashed as Germany. just because of this, this, and this. That's it.
Anyway, so we're gonna ban Germany for the I really wish it got a change though. Like in what's next? The playoffs or whatever.
Yep, the
What's it called?
playoffs.
Yeah,
I do
like,
think it's worth having a discussion with Shadas about potentially taking away either Circle Army or Prince Electors or something to try and nerf Germany down to a reasonable level, because they have very, very successfully proven throughout this tournament that with everything in play, Germany is S tier. Even when
Yeah.
we're like, especially with the map pool, like
yeah, I've
a
said
lot
it
of these maps
already.
super
Yeah.
favor Germany.
Like, even in
That's the thing
Upper
on
Andes,
Andes.
Germany is good. Like, yeah.
Well, it's
Oh,
good,
yeah.
but you could beat it. It's not like you can't beat a
You
Circle
can
Army
beat
Germany
it
in Andes.
with an S tier save, like Spain or France. And that's gonna be, it's not gonna be an easy matchup, it's gonna be a close matchup that you
It's gonna be
can
close,
beat.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's not, so that's why I said, like, Germany is easily S plus tier right now.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
team
Yeah,
game, in
especially with all the
1v1.
restrictions we're
Yeah.
putting on the other
Yeah,
civs
all
for
their
this
saves, yeah,
tournament.
exactly.
You're removing a lot of the potential options you'd even have to counter this
Yeah.
from Germany.
What's more OP though, the 17 line infantry or the Circle Army?
Circle Army is more OP for sure.
Okay.
Because at least it's
Are you
not
sure?
as
No, wait, no. But if you think about it,
what?
can you go above the 17 line infantry? You can't, can you? Like,
Yeah,
you
you can
can't
only
double
send
send
that
that
one.
card.
Yeah, that's why I
So
say
surely
Circle
Circle
Army is
Army.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, Circle. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Circle Army is way better. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you're going to be shipment locked, aren't you? If you hold the line infantry back, because you're
Yeah.
going to have like 3 heavy cannons and then not make any more. But, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
delete that
know,
card.
like, in the first place, why, like, they kept the Mexican rules, even though those were, like, for team game. Like, Mexican Outlaw in 1v1 is not even good. I'm not sure why is it even there. And then they removed Circle Army for a 1v1 tournament.
Yeah,
Like,
but to be fair, okay, but on the counter argument that everyone knows that Germany is busted on this map, why not ban it?
I mean, it's not about this map. Any other map, Germany is good. Like, the only map that I can think Germany is, like, kind of... It's not bad, it's not, like, the best pick. It's on Giovanna, like, considering the current map polls. That is
That's
the
terrible.
only map that Germany isn't, like, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any
If
other
you could
map
abuse
you
it
think,
early now,
yeah.
yeah.
Any other map you think of, Germany is, like, very good. Even on Deccan,
Yeah,
it's good.
Definitely in the agreement that Circle Army needs to go.
Yeah.
For the playoffs.
Japan have to
I
spend
can't really.
2 cards to have the same top as Japanese. It doesn't matter. Like, Germany
That's the problem of
needs...
the maps as
Yeah,
well.
Germany
Like,
needs
the vast
to...
majority of these have the trade route, so you have the cards.
Yeah.
So it's not really like we're arguing here, oh, well, they're sacrificing economy cards. Like, to do this overpop on Andes, you would have to really screw your eco, dropping 2 eco cards to make it work.
Yeah.
But on most of these maps, you get it for free.
Yeah. It's more dumb to expect momentum bash on it. No, it's not about that. Like, even Germany, okay, let's say they don't have this, they don't have Circle Army either, they still can hold Japanese, but not as perfect as this. Like, this is perfect holding. Like, they just deny the whole point of Japanese being or having that momentum. Like, you can't even beat this army with Inca, and that is, like, the biggest start army inside the game.
I mean, you can't. It's not your fault, Cactus. It's just this is like really
Yeah, it's just
like
how it is.
no one realized until this tournament played out how ridiculous Germany is on some maps. So
Yeah, and that's why we're raising it as like before we head into playoffs.
yeah,
It's
to make it fair.
wise
Majority
to
said it's not
consider the rule
necessary
change.
for Germany. Well, I guess I wasn't in the majority, so. But yeah. Anyways, GG's for this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like and subscribe. Until the next video, catch you guys.